National Signing Day, so we will break it down with the head coach Clay Helton and meet 4 of the newest Trojans, all leading up to USC men's basketball versus Utah, which is at 8 p.m. tonight, just over there inside the Galen Center. I am Jordan Moore, joined by my buddy Sean Cody, who once upon a time was a 5-star recruit out of Los Altos High School in a recruiting class that included Heisman winner quarterback Matt Leinart, who's somewhere in the house tonight.
Oh, Matt's
and
here.
Fellow All-American Mike Patterson. So pretty good little threesome out of that 2001 class. What was your signing day like? It was pre-internet. I had to go all the way down, and it stops at 2002. So you were right before sort of recruiting on the internet.
We had like 3 or 4 newspaper guys there when I was sitting in front of a booth. I remember sitting in front of a booth with my parents, and it was newspaper guys from the San Gabriel Valley Tribune. You know, those kind of things were there. It was no internet was involved really. It was a low-profile thing, but it was an exciting time for me and my family in our lives.
You were kind of a big deal back in the day, and today is a big day for these guys. 2 of them sitting down right next to us. We're counting down to kickoff with Mito, Swiss watches since 1918, the official timekeeper of USC Athletics. Be the first to own the Fight On limited edition timepiece. True Trojan fans, visit shopmito.com/USC. That's shopmito, MIDO.com/USC. We've got a quarterback and a punter joining us first. Kedon Slovis. We got maybe the youngest guy and the oldest guy on the team. Kedon Slovis is still just 17, quarterback out of Arizona, and Ben Griffiths, who joins us all the way from Australia. 27-year-old punter's already has a professional sports career behind him in the Aussie Rules League. But let me start you guys first with the easy one, the one we ask everyone who comes to USC. Why USC? I mean, today's signing day, why'd you pick USC? Obviously, a lot of choices for both of you.
Well, I mean, there's so many positive aspects to going to school here. First of all, academically, it's a top 15 school in the nation. So I think that was, along with having a historic football program, there's only so many schools in the nation, especially in the Southwest, that have that combination.
What about you, Ben?
Yeah, I was the same as Kedon. The opportunity to come over here and study at a internationally renowned establishment was too good to say no to, and the opportunity to then still play high level of sport at the same time was also very appealing.
Ben, being 27, you had some experience, playing Aussie Rules football, correct? Is this different than rugby, Australian? What's the difference there? Let me fill me in, because I'm kind of clueless when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, the boys have still been struggling with it. They all think that I've played rugby, but it's probably the best way to describe it is kind of like soccer mixed with rugby, but on a bigger field. Without visuals in front, it's too hard to sort of explain the game because there's too many rules.
But then this has become a pretty regular transition now where guys are playing Aussie Rules, and then they're going to a place called Pro Kick, and then they're going to college, and then they're going to the NFL. I mean, it really has become a farm system down in Australia. Sort of explain how this opportunity came about for you.
Well, I think our fundamental skill, much like the throw over here, is our kicking. So we grew up from a very young age doing that, and it's a large part of our game. So for a lot of guys, it's a seamless transition. It's pretty transferable to the punting role. So for me, I was kind of getting a bit older towards the end of my career and started to look outside for the next part of my journey. And fortunately enough, there's a program called Pro Kick, and that was a really good stepping stone for me to get here.
Both of you guys enrolled early. Kedon, what's it been like for you to try to get in early? I know how hard it was just to enroll for me in fall, and how much I had to get to school done to get to that point. How hard has it been for you guys to get enrolled early in this school?
It hasn't been that difficult. It's really there's a lot of more benefits than there are no negatives for me. I had to take a few extra high school classes, which isn't really that big of a deal.
That was a big deal for me.
Yeah, no, I had like 2 summer school courses and an extra course my junior year. That's all it took. Senior year wasn't that bad, but just the opportunity to get here early, get some extra credits, and really get in the meeting room and get to work out the guys a semester early is just really beneficial.
And you come into a loaded quarterback room, a lot of guys to learn from there, but a new quarterback's coach and a new offensive coordinator. What appealed to you about first Cliff Kingsbury, but now Graham Harrell? I mean, it is a very similar system. What appeals to you about the system that it looks like you guys are going to be running this year?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we have so many great quarterbacks in the room, and I think the competition we have there is outstanding. And people will ask me all the time, why USC? They have a lot of competition.
Yeah.
Well, why not? Like, you want to. I think you want to throw yourself in a position where you have a lot of competition around you, a lot of great players. At first with Coach Kingsbury, I was really excited to be in his system, and then we followed up with Coach Harrell, who also has a very, very outstanding system, very similar system as well, and I think I fit very well into that.
Have you had a chance to talk with Coach Harrell, and what kind of quarterback does he see you becoming at USC?
Yeah, we haven't had that much time to talk in meeting room, but I've talked to him a few times, and I think I'm what he's looking for in terms of what his system has to provide.
Ben, I was reading an article that I think you authored, sort of about why you made this decision, and what were your trips like? It sounds like our college football pageantry, everything that goes around college football in this country, is pretty unique to this country.
Yeah, I think in Australia you're exposed to stuff over TV and through the movies, and sort of builds up this picture of what you think it's going to be like. So for me, it was really good to get over here and actually experience it and see what it's all about. And the band blew me away. Just the atmosphere at the game and the passion for the Trojan family was really good to see in the flesh.
So you guys have been enrolled, right? Since and what has your experience been up to this point in college and being part of the academics and seeing the whole USC traditions that are going on over here at campus?
Take it away, kid.
I mean, it was definitely
take it away, kid.
definitely a different world compared to high school. I mean, I went from walking around with kids I've been in school with since middle school to being on an open campus and going to lectures. Like, I know for most kids that's normal, but for me it was my first class. The professor comes in late, and it was just like a whole different world. But I think I'm adjusting well, and I honestly like it a lot better than a high school atmosphere.
And reading about you, Keaton, it sounds like you had a chance to work with a Hall of Famer a little bit. What was it like being coached by Kurt Warner?
Yeah, no, it was an amazing opportunity. His kids went to my school and I think still go to my school. But yeah, he's such a great football mind, such a great career in the NFL. And one of the things that's really impressive is a lot of these quarterbacks that are in the Hall of Fame are really known for their arm strength or how athletic they are. But Coach Warner really his most coveted attribute is probably his mental aspect, and I've gotten a chance to learn from him for 4 years, and that's really just such a great opportunity for me.
Ben, what's it been like to be around these younger guys? You know, you're 27 years old. Is it tough to put yourself in their mind frame? Are you just kind of here to do your job? Is it tough to get involved? Are you into Fortnite? I mean, there's a lot of lingo you got to learn, man. Being 27,
they don't know anything about the '90s, so you're just gonna have to work past the millennium.
It's keeping me young. That's a start. I came over here. I still feel very old, but it's good to be around them. Hopefully, I can sort of provide a little bit of guidance and advice, having spent 9 years in the professional system. So, I do feel old at times, but it's good because they keep me young.
The Miami punter went a little viral today. Do you know him? Do you think you could take him? Could we get like a little battle between our Aussie punters?
Yeah, Lewis is a very good bloke. He's a very funny man, and he'll do very well there. But
you guys know all each other.
You have significantly fewer tattoos than he does.
Yeah, I haven't got the neck tats yet, but having seen how well it's serviced him, I might have to invest. Not sure Mum will be too happy though.
In the Australian game, talk to me a little bit. Have you had to learn to punt standing still? Do you prefer to punt on the move? I mean, what was the hardest part when you were going through sort of the pro kick camp of transitioning to American punting?
In our game, it's largely on the move, so I think like adjusting to the standstill is easier rather than if I was just purely kicking off 2 steps. It'd be hard to adjust to kicking on the run. So for me, it was just about fine tuning all my shots and working out what I need to do to execute each one. So. I think like the rollout's a really good option, but the pocket kind of kick is probably going to be the main go-to.
All right, good to meet these two guys. Keaton Slovis, young quarterback, freshman, and Ben Griffiths, our new Australian punter. Next up, we're going to talk a little bit of defense and meet two guys on that side of the ball who have joined this spring. You're listening to Trojans Live on ESPN LA 710.